blood supply will lead to reduction in oxygen supply and reduction in energy. So before you know, the muscle will now be telling your brain, I am tired. So today's question came from Ahmad Yayan Farouk, and he's asking of what is the scientific reason behind back stiffness after you've covered a long distance walking. So this is like a simple cycle of human beings walking, which we call the gait cycle. So assuming this blue leg is, let's say, your left leg, and the black leg is your right leg. So in this, let's name it E, B, C, and D. So this is like a person walking. It's like a cycle. So this at A, his left leg is on the ground. His right leg is about to leave the ground. His left leg is still on the ground, while his right leg is already in the air. His right leg is still in the air, and his left leg is preparing to leave the ground. His right leg is now on the ground from the air, is now on the ground, while his left leg is on the air now. So this is like a cyclic event that happens while you are walking. So this means there are muscles that are responsible for keeping your leg on the ground, like in this place, keeping your leg on the ground, and also keeping your leg on the ground. And there are also a group of muscles that are responsible for lifting the leg off the ground. Some muscles here at the back of your thigh, some muscles here at the back of your thigh, some muscles here, some muscles here. So also when you are going to drop the leg, so meaning there are action of muscles that are responsible for this walking, lifting your leg in the air, keeping it back to the ground. So they meaning they are a group of muscles on your thigh and your leg, which are located in the front and the back of your leg. So these are like the muscles, meaning they do not get fatigue so fast, because when they contract to lift the leg up, the others that are responsible for lifting the leg down, they will be relaxing at that time. When the leg is on the ground, those that are responsible for lifting the leg up, they will be at rest, meaning activity then rest, activity rest, activity rest. That is why the muscles of the thigh and the lower leg do not easily get fatigue while you are walking. But let's go to the back. That is for our question. The muscles that hold your back erect while you are walking are always in action while you are walking. Why? Because you are not walking like this. Assuming you are walking like this, meaning now they are in activity, by so doing they are at rest, but you are not walking in such a way. You are walking like this. So this means they are always in action, and these muscles are located here. They prevent your back from falling while you are walking. So these are like the muscles, and these muscles, they have cells. The cells that are responsible for their activity, they need oxygen and glucose, which in turn form the energy for activity. While you are working for a very long time, they are contracting, and the blood supply to these muscles are definitely going to be reduced. When the blood supply are reduced, there will be accumulation of anaerobic respiration, which will later lead to creation of what we call lactic acid, and that lactic acid will lead to what we call fatigue. So before you know, reduction in blood supply will lead to reduction in oxygen supply and reduction in energy. So before you know, the muscle will now be telling your brain, I am tired, I am tired. But when you continue to work, because you want to cover a very long distance, the muscle is tired and you continue using it. The muscle is tired, you are continuing using it. Before you know, there will be accumulation of that lactic acid, and the lactic acid will now start to create pain. And if there is pain, there is what we call muscle spasm. Pain increases muscle spasm. So the pain will now start to create muscle spasm, and the spasm is what you feel as like the stiffness of the back after you've covered a long distance walking.